The worst idea ever in crypto. For real. This will put a smile on your face, so if you're having a bad day, I got your back. Also, a burn. Why are we burning? Well, because we need to make something worth more. Yeah, so we have to destroy it to make it worth more. Pumps and dumps? Yes. HBAR price action? Gotcha. XRP price? Yes, looks different than HBAR, so we'll talk about it. Volume? Juicy? Yeah.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
And we're starting to turn it around, and you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna put a smile on my face. Whoa, that sounded a little bit better in the script and a bit more naughty saying it out loud. Okay, I'll leave it in there. All right, before I do anything, it's your comments. Why? Because you, the viewer, matter most. Super J Studios says, I don't think we're going to get cuts or regs this year. Whoa, that's kind of a spicy take. That would be bad for the market. Jan Moore, one of the 7% of the females hanging out with us, says, love this channel, and it's awesome that you're exposing the shills. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Jan. R. Schmidt channel member says, no regs in 25. Silver's going to 150 and gold's going to 5K. How about this? I'll have this link down below. Do you want to vote? Do you think we'll get crypto regs in September? So far, 52% of you says no. The U.S. government isn't going to get it done. Do you think we're going to get a rate cut in September? 65% of you say yes, we will. What else do I got? Crypto Newbie says, hey, here's some support. Well, thank you, Crypto Newbie. Being below $3 kind of sucks, talking about XRP. And obviously the rest of the market's down. It's also the stock market too, everyone. It's not just crypto. Getting better with the emotional dips. What's your best advice for long-term holders of XRP in terms of emotions? I'm very new to crypto and dealing with these emotions. Again, thanks for everything, Klaus. Truly appreciate your channel. Look, when it comes to the emotions, you got to put it to yourself this way. What's your goal? Goals are numbers, and numbers should never be emotional, all right? So if you have a well-defined goal, and a well-defined goal has what? Expectations in it, right? What's your financial goal? When do you want that financial goal, right? And what are your losses, right? Because you also have to have expectations on the backside. I cannot afford to lose X amount, right? So if you have those things kind of set up, the rest of it is just kind of getting through it. And to be honest with you, anyone new into crypto sees a 10% dip, you freak out. I have been doing this stuff now on YouTube alone for like, what, 5.5, almost 6 years. I've been into crypto a few years before this. Dude, my first few years were just nerve-wracking. Even now, sometimes I still get rattled. But these 10% shakes, they don't bug me anymore because I've seen it time and time again. And overall, over the last however many years, I've seen the prices go up and up and up. Yes, I've seen beatings. Yes, I've seen plenty of cryptos just get washed out. Yes, I've seen plenty of projects be complete pumps and dumps and absolute pieces of trash. But the true blue chippers out there have been making money. Bitcoin, when I first got into it, was cheap as crap. No one like really thought it was going to be 100,000 this quick. I mean, we were talking about $30,000 Bitcoin not that long ago. So just kind of throwing it out there. Emotions are part of the game. Know your goals. Heat map, look, we're starting to rebound. XRP's up 2.5%. You're starting to see BNB move a little bit. You're starting to see things kind of up from their bottoms. We'll talk HBAR price, XRP price at the end. Notice their charts are similar, but a little bit more defined bottom, right? Look at that, right? HBAR is kind of trying to find it. XRP's rebounding from it, okay? So a little bit different defined things here. All right, what's the worst idea in crypto? I know, a bunch of you are in the comments right now probably telling me a whole bunch of really, really bad ideas. Let's take it a step further. Are you ready? BONK.fun partners with Kick to enable live streaming on its platform. Oh, shit. So now we're going to merge meme coin launchpad with Kick streaming. Kick streaming itself is already a shithole degen, just disgusting platform. And now we're going to add degen meme coins to it. Okay, let me help you out. For those of you that are new to this, there was a little meme coin launchpad that had a little bit of a chat thing going on. And they had to take it down because people were harming themselves on there. And they were harming themselves like, you buy my stuff or else I'm going to harm myself. That's seriously what happened, and they had to stop that. So now you're going to partner with Kick. Okay, How long until someone flashes some boob or drops some trow and shows some huang? For real, you know something is going to go wild on here. Crypto platforms have long struggled to attract a more mainstream audience. I don't believe so. I think crypto platforms do a good job attracting a mainstream audience. I think the problem, what you're seeing here, is what they're trying to do is get more people to get into degen action like meme coins. No, I think a lot of us out here are starting to become more and more mature with our crypto, and we're starting to look at what? Utility, store of value. How are we faring against the S&P and 500? How is our crypto doing compared to gold? How is our crypto doing compared to fiat, right? We're a much more educated crowd. It's not all just meme. Let's get back to it. On Tuesday, September 2nd, that's today, hit the subscribe button. Breaking news. Solana-based meme coin launchpad BONK.fun partnered with the streaming platform Kick to bring a more mainstream... The partnership will consist of Kick's live streaming features directly integrated into BONK.fun. Notably, meme coin creators will be able to go on live on Kick and have their streams displayed directly on the BONK.fun's website. Kick has entered the streaming game as an underdog with innovative features and a creative first focus. Okay, look. Essentially, you're going to be able to see people like live stream that they're like rug pulling their audience to their faces. Yeah. And I'm telling you, you know you're going to see nip slips. You know you're going to see like, oh, did my feet just show on cam? Like, you're going to see stuff like that. And all of a sudden, it's going to be like, well, here, let me show you. This is not going to turn out good. Don't get me wrong. They might make some money, but it's going to be naughty money. Throwing it out there. All right, here you go. Do you want to make something more valuable? Burn it. I don't know, everyone, okay? Look, I bring you the news, just some of it just seems... Look, Stellar burnt 50% of their supply, and it has not helped them out. Do you see Stellar lighting the world on fire when it comes to their news? No, they are so small on this little thing in here that do you even see them? Do you even see them? Do you? They are way down here. Yeah. They burn half their supply. Well, guess what? World Liberty Financial wants to burn their supply. Why? Well, because guess what? The token ripped 130% to 48 cents right out of the gate, only to get sold off 50% shortly after in a classic FOMO-driven pump and dump. Oh, God. Now the devs are digging in. They floated a World Liberty Financial burn proposal to tighten the float and reduce the circulating supply. Basically saying, hey, we've got so much of this stuff, let's burn it to make it more rare, to make it more valuable. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine people out there being like, here, hold on, like, you know, like the baseball cards behind me? Let's take that Carlton Fisk rookie card behind me. Let's burn them so that they're worth more. That's stupid as shit. Maybe you made too much in the beginning. World Liberty Financial's burn proposal leans on a classic supply shock playbook. Day one unlocked 24.6 billion tokens, with another 75.4 billion still waiting in the wings. Whoa. The dev solution? A fee burn feedback loop. Oh my God, this is crazy. Wow. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Like, okay, let's do this. Let's all hang out, right? Let's all take 10% of our money, our fiat, and let's all burn 10% of it to make the rest of our fiat worth more. That's essentially what's happening right here. Do you want to do that? No, you don't. Volume right now for crypto pretty hot at $184 billion. I told you I had some stupid ideas. Let's burn our shit, number one, to make it worth more. Well, then obviously the shit ain't worth much. And then number two, let's combine degen meme coin launchpads with Kick streaming. Oh God, we are just doomed to go to hell in crypto, aren't we? Volume, like I said, as you see at 184 billion. As you can see, we're starting to make our way on back. Now, HBAR price, what are you noticing here on this chart? Floor. You're starting to see it flatten out here, right? They're flattening the curve. Oh, God, does that make you want to throw up? Flatten the curve. If I heard that shit any more time, I'll freak out. But you're noticing it's flattening out, though, for HBAR, right? Look at XRP. These are the same time period, 7 days. Rebounding up. HBAR flattening. Where is HBAR flattening? Right around the 21.1 mark. All right. So HBAR laggard right now. And I think it's okay for all of us to say that. I mean, zoom out in the 1 month for HBAR. Okay. Zoom out in the 1 month for XRP. 1 month down 2%. 1 month for HBAR down 11%. So, I mean, you kind of see some differences here. And the 7-day really tells you the story. The 7-day XRP rebounding where HBAR, it's starting to get that kind of, oh, we're putting the brakes on. We're stopping the bleeding, everyone. We're putting the tourniquet on. That being said, what does it do? It gives you opportunities. 25-cent floor for HBAR, it's getting harder to say that, right? I think a lot of HBAR holders are looking at this right now going, we can't really declare a 25-cent floor. We zoom out to the 1 year and it's like, I don't know. That's kind of tough to say. So, HBAR fans, yeah, feel really strong staying north of 20 cents. But right now, what's the problem? We're struggling to maintain the juicy price action. Will HBAR get support from the ETFs? Yes. The problem is the SEC can delay them officially all the way through to November. HBAR got the filing after XRP. So HBAR fans, your date is November. Nugget for you at the end of the video or near the end of the video. XRP, like I said, look at this. 2 candlesticks right here. A low at 271 on this one and a low of what, everyone? 270.6 on this one. So really close here. You got a little bit of floor going on for this near-term move here of 270. Rebounding up 285 from that mark. So that's a pretty healthy move from there. Now, still below the $3 mark. I think we're going to rebound from there. I'm not really too worried about that at all. We've only been gone from that for about 4 days. Nothing really too, I mean, that's not a long time. 4 days is nothing, right? We've seen that. Zoom out for the 1 year, and yeah, we've broken down for some time, right? I mean, look, we had some lulls here in March and April, so we're not too worried about that, are we? No, because we were just above 3 not too long ago. So, XRP fans, the volume is healthy. We've got a whole bunch of ETFs coming in the pipe. We've got what? Hopefully getting some rate cuts here, some regs here soon, but a ton of ETFs. And let's be real here. Even if the SEC delays, they can only kick the can down the road for so friggin' long. So XRP, near-term support, the rebound is happening. HBAR, we're starting to level off. A little bit of a laggard play for those HBAR fans. So down below, you get the chance to vote. We're going to get rate cuts. We're going to get regs in the month of September. I think we all can agree that the first part of September, though, is going to suck. Hopefully the back half is going to be good. Either way you look at it, honestly, we should all be happy where we're at price-wise right now. Go back a year ago. Seriously, a year is not that long ago. Go back a year. Look at the prices of your favorite cryptos. You're nowhere near those prices. Yeah, we're way higher now. And you know how freaking awesome that is? So zoom out, take a look, and look at all the things we have ahead of us that we have to enjoy on the bullish end of things. The only thing that really bugs me right now, and I'm talking about like right now, is the fact that we still have the same delay crap from the SEC. So again, whether it's Atkins or Gensler, we're still seeing the same playbook, which is very, very frustrating. But other than that, though, seriously, the market's doing better. We're just dealing with some short-term crap right now, and we always have flare-ups. The crypto market is just very, very volatile. So part of the poop sandwich is what? Yep, dealing with crap like this. Choo-choo what? Choo-choo White Sox baseball. We're not going to make the playoffs this year. Probably not going to make the playoffs next year. And probably not the year after that. And probably not the year after that. And probably choo-choo bitches.